We'll talk about the fashion and beauty industry. These two industries are close, that's why we'll talk about the fashion and beauty industry. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses. The virus identified in January 2020 in China has been named COVID-19. The consequences of this virus have been worldwide. Human losses, financial losses were very heavy. In this report, we will look at the impact of the COVID-19 on consumer behavior in fashion and beauty consumption by asking us three questions. I will begin to answer the first question. What are the effects of COVID-19 on consumers' consumption of fashion and beauty goods and services? So, for nearly 3 months, our lives were slowed down, our countries were confined, and most businesses were closed. All this contributed to changing our cosmetic and fashion habits. The cosmetic market has been impacted. First, there is a slowdown in global consumption of fashion products. No one needs to get dressed as before, to put on shoes, coats. Our current clothes being less used, they are less damaged. No doubt that a huge part of the world staying at home didn't help fashion sales. And what about makeup? A drop in sales of beauty products. Sales of makeup are in free fall. Globally, beauty products have been abandoned by consumers, and makeup is no exception. Despite an overall drop in sales, some products are helping the sector get back on its feet by minimizing the loss of turnover. Then, skincare and hygiene products are popular. Yes, the virus also have contributed to accelerate the adoption of certain trends that already existed. This is the case of the no makeup, the green makeup, the do-it-yourself. And the third point is about new consumption habits. One solution is emerging. This is the online shopping. Many people are still uncomfortable with the idea of buying the beauty and skincare products on the internet because consumer wants to test the products before they buy it, see the actual color, or get some expert advice. Until the situation returns to normal, fashion and cosmetic brands will have to innovate and adapt, both in terms of meeting new consumer experimentation and in terms of products and distribution channels.
Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte and I'm going to speak about the adaptation of consumers' consumption. To understand more concretely the evolution of household consumption of fashion and beauty products, we will use the answers obtained in our survey. This graph shows household consumption before and after COVID-19, and in general we notice a slight decrease in the consumption of fashion products and a slight increase in beauty products. So why have these persons changed their consumption? Simply because they have adapted to their environment. With the clothing stores, consumers had to equip themselves digitally and opt for buying products online. But many were not equipped or comfortable with this novelty. So some have adapted and others have given up online shopping and reduced their consumption. The changes in income linked to decreases or the social distancing or even the ecological awareness are the main reasons to their change in consumption. This slide illustrates the consumption of this type of product during the confinement, and it turns out that a large majority consumed occasionally or never. And we can see the first adaptation. So the decrease in income has led to a decrease in the consumption of this type of superficial products. And the closure of specialized stores has led to an autonomous and creative trend among customers named DIY. Isolation has made spending on fashion unnecessary. Concerning the spending in the field of beauty, we have seen the development of several trends, such as the no makeup trend or the self-care trend, and both result in two recent concepts named the green beauty and the ethical beauty. And also we have seen an increase in the term of product hygiene product, such as hand sanitizer, for example. Finally, we can see the constant change of each consumer's behavior. If during the confinement they had to adapt to restrictions and change their consumption styles, it does not mean that they will stick to it forever. Today, businesses are reopening and activities are resuming. They will have to get used to it again. And however, they will undoubtedly retain some of the habits and awareness acquired during the confinement.
Hey guys, my name is Hugo. Now I'm going to present the part of the marketer's response or strategies for the product category. COVID-19 is slowing down the world's economy. Now let's see how fashion and beauty marketers are responding to the epidemic. COVID-19 disrupted the manufacturing facilities and the supply chains in the fashion industry. And for the beauty industry, the store opening rate was significantly affected by 2020. Therefore, the liquidity and cash reserves are now a priority for all fashion and beauty companies. And for the marketers, they also did a lot of strategies to respond. The response has included cost cutting, furloughing staff, optimizing working capital, and boosting sales, like clearing the inventory by discounting or boosting the online sales. On the other hand, many companies in the fashion industry have also demonstrated the social responsibility by responding quickly to the outbreaks and public health needs. For example, the barber switched its manufacturing facility to manufacturing medical clothing, and it's the aspect of the beauty industry. Despite the sudden impact of the COVID-19, there's more than 60 of merchants say that the impact of COVID-19 was serious. But the beauty industry is slowly recovering through the online broadcasting, training, and learning. And there's some research shows that most beauty businesses are back to their pre-epidemic levels within 3 months of resuming work.
Hi, I'm Sharvin and my matrix number 147166. We found that there was an inevitable link between consumer behavior during the epidemic and the corresponding decisions made by marketers based on the epidemic. First, in our findings, 73.8% of consumers said store closures affected their spending. In the wake up of the COVID 19 outbreak, the rate of consumer spending via the internet has increased significantly. An evolution accelerated by the gradual closure of stores and the marketers' response to drive sales by discounting or enhancing online sales through massive inventory clearance. Second, COVID 19 has slowed much of the world's economic activity. In various industries, strategies such as laying off workers have been used to reduce losses from store closures. As a result, the consumer economy also began to appear in crisis. As a result, consumers have reduced their spending due to the economic crisis, 23.8%, awareness of ecological responsibility 28.6%, or access difficulties associated with using the internet 11.9%. Finally, we have also observed a slowdown in the global consumption of fashion products, but at the same time, the use of cosmetics has decreased while the purchase of skincare products has increased. Many people are spending less on fashion, more on beauty products. We can imagine that this behavior is due to an underlying desire to take better care of oneself. At the same time, it is also a begin result of the beauty industry's development of digital marketing through the internet during the epidemic. Thank you.